Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us right now. If you're watching us live, thank you very much. Welcome back to Shift Gears, the podcast that it's all about the business life and how you can actually bring the traditional into the digital and so into the digital world. So we're going to cover a lot of things through this podcast, this upcoming episodes. And today with me is Steve.
Hi,
Steve,
Andy.
it
Hi,
is.
everybody.
You can
How
find.
y'all
Hey,
doing?
Steve. You can definitely find Steve. You'll see his name right here somewhere under his beautiful face right there. Getting Gear Marketing. You can always also find me. My name is Eddie Sand, and find me at Optimistic Marketer. But yeah, this is our second. I'm gonna call it the second pilot, just
Sure.
because I don't know. I just
We,
feel
we're
like it.
still we're still a little bit in the learning curve. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
we're
We're still
working
we're
out
still
some
there.
glitches and doing the thing. So,
Doing the thing that we know to
uh-huh.
do, and that is at least going live. That's the thing that we're getting right now.
Right. Yep.
So
And I was over the weekend. I was really scrolling through, finding live broadcasts and podcasts and seeing what other people were doing, and really, I guess you could call it market research or
mhm,
competition research or something.
yeah,
And I think compared to what I've seen out there, we're doing pretty well.
we're doing pretty good. Oh,
I've
that's a good thing. That's
Yeah,
always a good
yeah.
thing.
I've seen some uh, not so well put together programs, and so hopefully
Nice.
we're ahead of the curve a little bit. So
Yeah,
hopefully we
yeah.
get
You
some
know, it's
get
just
some
we're
good
just trying to
feedback and
make it.
response.
We're trying to make it nice. And as a matter of fact, you know what I'm doing right now is I'm just making sure that we are live, and it does. It shows us live on our shift gears. The new traditional digital business live. How awesome is that?
Hmm.
Okay. So I think this is a good time to follow up with last week's pilot episode.
Hmm. Yep.
Pilot.
Pilot, pilot number one.
Pilot number one. This is pilot number two.
Hmm.
So tell us what did we talk about last week, Steve?
We talked about trying to develop a year in 12 weeks as far as setting goals and having a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than stretching it out for a whole year, you
Mm-hmm.
can you can get things done pretty quickly in 12 weeks if you
Yeah.
try enough, right?
Yeah.
So
How'd you like
that's kind of
that
what we talked about.
concept?
A year and 12 weeks,
A
or
year and
12
12
weeks in a
weeks.
year, something like that.
Yeah, a year and 12 weeks. How did you like that concept?
It's all new to me, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to process that and try to see how I can apply that to my life and my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be very doable. It actually gives
Mm-hmm.
me encouragement to get in gear and
Yeah.
get myself moving. I've got lots of ideas and things in my
Yep.
head that I want to do someday.
Yep.
But this, putting a time frame on it and a deadline like
Mm-hmm.
12 weeks
Mm-hmm.
really helps to motivate me.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it does to everybody. It gives you that extra push to
Yeah.
do more than what you are capable. Now, so this is, and again, this I want to bring this in because last week it basically does position you to do the next step, or hopefully you're
Hmm.
doing this in your goal settings.
Right.
That it's all about your advertising system, your advertising goals, and
Right.
it's a part of a business that never goes away. Don't you
Oh,
agree?
it's just constant. It's constant.
It's
Yep.
constant, right? But what I've done, what I've seen, many personal connections and meetings. I've noticed that they don't. Some owners don't have marketing at the front of their business, meaning
Yep.
that I would go up to a business and talk to them and see how we can help them. And this was back when I was working with an agency, and so I would go in, and of course, right, they want more leads. That was my initial question. Hey, we can actually help you get leads. Are you looking for leads? No one told me, oh no, thank you, I'm not looking for leads. No one said
Right.
that. Right.
Exactly. Yep.
But my follow-up question to that was, well, what are you doing now
Hmm.
to get leads?
Right.
And unfortunately, and I felt bad for them because many of them just basically said, oh, I'm not doing anything.
Exactly. They know what they want. They just don't know how to get it. They don't know how to get there.
Man, that's good. You know what? You should write that down. They
I should
know
write that.
what you know what you want, but you just don't know how to get it. I think that you should definitely talk about that one because you, my friend, are doing amazing things.
Well, thank you.
But that's the whole idea, right? Like they don't have. Like I'm thinking, wait, what?
Mhm.
You want
Yeah.
oh, but the next follow up question to that is, okay, what would it take? This is what I would say. What would it take in your marketing budget to
Mhm.
get the leads that you need? And I always position it that way. What would it take? Because I'm just first meeting them. I don't want to say, oh, how much money you've got for marketing. Like I never want to
Exactly.
do that,
Yeah.
right?
That's kind of awkward.
Right,
Yeah.
it's kind of awkward, but I would say, what would it take for you to get the leads in your marketing plan right now? What would it take,
Mhm.
dude? Many of them, they
Mhm.
did not have a
They
budget.
don't have a clue. They don't have,
I was
or
thinking,
what I've noticed with my clients is they'll wait until they need sales, or they'll
hmm
wait till sales dip, and then they think, "Oh, I need to go ahead and advertise. I need to go ahead and do some
see,
marketing." But if you're in the dip, if you've lost sales or sales are low, it's already too late. You should be consistently marketing all the time and planning ahead for the next 3 months or
hmm
whatever for what's coming up, or try to anticipate what your marketing needs need to be. And that's a little bit what we're going to talk about today, is how
yeah, yeah.
your clients or the market actually drives your marketing.
You know what? That's
Right?
hands down. You said it right. That is so totally true. And man, the market. See, a lot of marketing genius out there, experts, many
Mm-hmm.
of them, they feel like they're all that. They feel like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
They
Like
feel like they have all the answers. All you got to do is step one,
yeah. And I'm,
three, and you're
it,
good. And
yeah,
that's
but you said
every
it right.
business is different.
You said it right, though. It's actually, it doesn't matter how good you are, it's the market.
Right.
You can advertise to the wrong market and they'll let you know by not
Mhm.
responding. or
Exactly.
or better yet, we're talking about traditional into digital.
Hmm.
You can keep doing your marketing, traditional marketing, but miss out on the new digital world.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So the
Because
market
we're
drives.
kind of right in between. I look at it this way: we're kind of right in between generations. Like the older generation, my generation, we're still not all up on the digital marketing stuff,
Mhm.
and we still rely a lot on traditional marketing and advertising, and that's kind of where that's our go-to.
Yeah.
But we're missing out. These older business owners are missing out on digital marketing because
Mhm.
they're intimidated by it or afraid of it or don't know quite how to do it.
Yeah.
And so we're in the middle of that shift that we've been talking about,
Mhm.
and we don't want to miss out on one or the other. We don't want to give up on traditional marketing completely,
Yep.
but we also don't want to miss out on digital marketing.
Yeah.
And so that's where we come in. We try to help our clients make that shift, that transition,
That's transition.
because every business is different. Like for example, if you're selling ink pens and you have a certain marketing program to process to sell ink pens, you're going to be targeting a certain market. But if you're selling, what's something else here I have on my desk? I don't know. If you're selling mouse pads, that's a totally different market, right? So you're
Yeah.
going to have to advertise and market different. There's no one specific formula
Mhm.
to market every product or service, because
Yeah.
every product service is different, every client and every potential customer is different. So it's a
Mhm.
big deal. It's hard to it's
It
hard to nail down one process.
it is. It is. And that's the one thing, like I'm looking to make sure that our video is good. But one thing for sure, the
Hmm.
the the process, the transition, I mean, all takes time. I get it. I completely get it.
Yep.
Um I just think what you said at the beginning, you said that most of your clients, they tend to let the leads go down, like their sales go down, and
Hmm.
then it's a wake up call and they want to go ahead and pick it up again, and so they
And
go
all of a sudden
advertise.
they want to start buying advertising and marketing stuff, but then
Hmm.
their revenue's down and they have a hard time spending the money that they need
Mm-hmm.
to spend in order to get the sales back up. So it's a constant up and down waves back and forth. But if you have a
Mm-hmm.
constant marketing budget that
Yep.
a certain percentage of your sales comes out and goes right back into marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're planning ahead,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't have these ups and downs, highs and lows, and panic attacks whenever your sales go down. Like, oh, what
Yeah.
do I need to do to
No.
get more sales?
Yeah, but that's the thing. So I think this is why I think we're doing this from last week to today. Like fixing your goals and all that. What do you think? Because I'm thinking about what you just said is really. I never saw it that way, and I like what you said that you see that they wait till it's
Mhm.
time to do it. What do you think they can do different? A business owner who has a physical location, who they come
Uh-huh.
to you. What do you think they could do something different to not wait till that? Like, what can they do? Any ideas?
Well, probably the first thing comes to mind is have a set marketing budget where a percentage of your sales, a percentage of your income on a month by month basis, or however, whatever you project even for the year, you put that towards marketing and you spend that on
Mm-hmm.
marketing
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, whether your sales are good
Mm-hmm.
or bad. You
Mm-hmm.
spend, you gotta market yourself, market your
Good.
business, and be consistent with it. And I guess the other thing they could do different is uh, don't don't get too comfortable when sales are good. Don't think that it's always going to be that way,
Mm-hmm.
because sales can dip. I mean, things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Pandemics can happen and shut the
Mm-hmm.
economy down,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden you don't have the sales that you had, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
rethink
Mm-hmm.
how you market your business, or you might need to change your business model a little bit to fit the market.
Mm-hmm. I
And so don't
Yeah.
get too comfortable when the money's coming in. Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't get too comfortable then think that you don't need to continue to market,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you're marketing 6 months a year out ahead is really who you're marketing to, because all the advertising that you spend now
Mm-hmm.
isn't necessarily going to translate into sales right now. It may
Mm-hmm.
translate into sales
Mm-hmm.
12 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 months from now, whatever it might be. So that's
Yeah.
why it has to be constant and consistent, your
Well,
market.
so to make it simple, one thing I heard and caught my attention, and I didn't see it that way before. Boy, you got some good stuff today, man. This is
I know.
awesome. You're on
Well, I just
fire,
got back
dude.
from vacation.
Yeah, I guess so.
I
It's
took
like
4 days off, but
look at
I was
that.
thinking about stuff, and my
Yeah,
brain's a little
good
clear this morning.
good vacation. Good vacation. But you said something. You said to have a budget and spend it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Man, what a concept because you
And
know
don't be afraid to increase the budget too.
right, right. But see, this is I think what you said is so key. So again, you're listening to us, you're watching us. I need you to understand if you don't do anything else different about creating a marketing plan or a budget or anything, listen to this. If you are going to set aside a certain amount of money, it could be $100. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
Start
doesn't have to
small.
be a ton of
But
money,
the
right?
idea here is spend it every month. I
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Spend
Be
it.
be consistent in spending that budget, and
Yes. It-
try different things, different marketing venues, and
yes.
see what works.
Yeah.
Because not everybody, believe it or not everybody's on Facebook,
Yeah.
and believe it or not, I mean,
Yeah.
the majority of people are, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
there
Google
are
Google
folks
Ads. I
who
think.
don't look at Facebook. So don't
Yeah.
rely on only one channel
Right.
of marketing.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
try
Google
print
Ads
marketing,
and
try
LinkedIn.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, those two, Google Ads and LinkedIn, they can use that too. But the point is, I like what you said. Spend your marketing budget. I like it.
Mhm.
Every month, spend it. I remember in the Marine Corps, man, we we were just talking about that, right? Hurry up and wait.
Yeah,
But
hurry up.
I
Go, go, go.
remember that when I can't remember if it was every quarter. It might have been every quarter of the year that we needed to go and shoot as much as possible, as much ammo, or we would needed to go and do something like spend money to
Mm-hmm.
go, because I used to hear it's in the budget and we need to spend it, because if
Mm-hmm.
we didn't spend it, we wouldn't get that budget next quarter.
Exactly. Yep.
So there's that concept. It's
Mm-hmm.
almost like, yes, spend your budget, because
Right.
you're going to get something out of the budget. And if you don't spend it, this is the times, this is where, let me turn this off. I don't know why that's on. But this is what happens is that if you don't spend it, what you're talking about, that dip, that's
Mm-hmm.
it. You
Yeah.
start not to get the same results, and all of a sudden you're freaking out, and oh my goodness, you haven't spent it, and then you got to now spend this. Spend. No, this is spend your marketing budget. Have a budget
Uh-huh.
and spend it every month. I think,
Exactly.
man, that's clear enough. Dude,
It's
that's really
it's so
good.
simple, but
Yeah,
I think a lot of people, when they start getting sales, they feel like they either need to hold money back or they're getting sales, so they don't need to spend so much on advertising,
right.
and so they hold back on their advertising, and then they
Mhm.
have a dip in
Yeah.
sales because they're not advertising, and then all of a sudden they're low on cash because the sales are down and they can't justify spending extra money in quotes, on marketing
There you go.
to get sales back up.
There you
And
go.
so the sales keep dipping and dipping and dropping and dropping and dropping until
Mhm.
finally you're in dire straits,
Yeah.
and you feel like you can't get out of it, and you
So
have to borrow money or whatever to try to
yeah,
advertise
to
your
try
way
to
out of it.
advertise. Yeah. So you know what? This is good. This is have a 12-week plan.
Hmm.
Make sure you get that book, Steve. The
Yes.
12 weeks.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one we talked
because
about last episode. Yep.
yeah, because you have to start renewing the way you think, and everybody else get that book. It's not a book that's going to make you money, millions of dollars, nor
Right.
is a book that's going to give you exactly the techniques on what you need to do on marketing. It's nothing like that. The book is just going to introduce you to the idea of having 12-week goals, 12 week every
Hmm.
12 weeks, which you want to combine with every quarter of the year. And when you do that and you find whatever small budget, or if you already have a budget, like you said, Steve, increase it. And the key there is to every quarter make sure that you spend that budget. I think that would
Right.
be easier if you are not used to the idea of having a marketing budget and spending it. So instead of thinking I have to have every single month, which is 3 months in a quarter, right?
Hmm. Yep.
Maybe have a goal of 3 months, right? In one quarter, a total amount,
Hmm.
because even if they wanted to go and spend money on advertising, uh, an agency, most important, will actually require you a down payment and then a commitment for a minimum of 3 months. Like that's
Oh yeah.
minimum. That's like
Yeah.
we will get you leads, but 3 months is the minimum. So,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
because they
saying?
know it takes time to generate those
Yeah,
leads. And
exactly.
I've had advertising outlets come visit me, newspaper, radio ads, and
Hmm.
but they want usually 6 months to a year commitment because
There
they
you go.
know it
Hmm.
takes that consistent advertising over a long
Hmm.
period of time to
Hmm.
build a brand, to
Yep.
build name recognition and all that stuff. People need to get out of the idea that I'll buy this ad in the newspaper for whatever dollar
Hmm.
amount and that's it. And they think
Yep.
they're going to get sales directly from that. And that's
Right.
not quite how it works.
Right.
It's over long term. Someone might see that ad, but they don't need your product right now. They might not need it till 6 months from now, or they might not,
Exactly.
or they might know somebody that needs it. And until they make the decision to contact you, a lot of time goes by. So
Hmm.
don't rely on just one ad in a flyer or a brochure somewhere to get you
Hmm.
through any
Yeah.
long term
Yeah.
advertising strategy.
Yeah. So I think if anything, that'll be another thing for you guys to do. Practice. Look at your quarter, which is 3 months, right? Look at your quarter.
Hmm.
How much can you? I don't want to say comfortable, but can you push it a little bit more than just comfortable to
Right.
get what you're looking for? And then every quarter revisit that number. Is it enough? Do you need
Hmm.
more? Or I don't usually say, do you need less? Because it's going back to the question, right, Steve? I said,
Right.
do you want leads? And, like, no one told me, oh, no, I'm okay. We have
Yeah.
too many
Exactly.
leads. Like,
Mhm.
no one said that.
Well, that's
So,
like when
yeah.
people ask me if I'm busy, if or how's business doing? Am I busy? And I always say I could always be busier.
Yep. There you go.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Things aren't perfect. Aren't things are never the
You,
way that I want them to be. I
yeah.
can always be
And you
better,
never know, like you said it
and
before, right?
busier.
You said if something happens, a pandemic happens, right?
Yeah.
You never know. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's always good. Well, cool, man. I think this is a good. I don't know. How
Yeah.
do you feel about this
How long have you been
podcast?
on? Oh, well, yeah. We've got some good time in this one.
I
So
know, right?
yeah,
It
it goes
doesn't
quick.
feel like it, but yeah, this is good. So we really we're looking forward to this podcast really because um, we're focusing on that business life and how, if you guys can't tell, that it's all about the marketing part. However, there's going to be some things like, for example, Steve, I think
Mm,
you just mentioned something, so we should actually put that in our list, and I'm going to do
okay.
that right now because you said something so good. You said that you are clear after coming from vacation. You've got a clear mindset, and I am personally learning and doing more of this vacation things too with my wife, my family, and I think if we're going to be focusing on business life, um, we definitely need to cover that eventually because
Yeah,
that's
that's a good
very
topic.
important.
How to balance family life and business life and
Hmm.
all that entails.
Yeah, because
So,
how does
not,
it go,
not that
man?
we're
It goes,
spoilers or anything, but
yeah, because
but
it goes like this. It goes, God first, family second, and business third. And
break
Art
it down.
Williams, he's one of my favorites. You guys can find them on YouTube if you type in Art Williams speech. His speech is "Do it, just do it."
Is that the one
And
that you had planned at the beginning of
yeah,
some of your
yeah,
life?
that's
Oh,
it.
that's awesome. Yeah,
That
yeah.
is my all since for 20 years I've listened to that, and it's always good. But one of the things that he said there is that it's like you have to take care. You have to have the your life straight with God first, family
Hmm.
second, business third. And
Yep. Get your
I've heard
priorities
this,
straight. Yes.
yeah, and I've heard this so many times, not only from him, from many people, but only recently, as you know, my story, right? Only
Right.
recently is like I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like this is very important, and
Exactly.
things
Yep.
change like that in an instant. Things change for the
Hmm.
better.
Right.
So we definitely need to cover that one in one of our topics for sure.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah, man, awesome.
There you go. I see it on your list. I see you got it up on there
Yeah,
already.
I got
So
it right there. See, it's there now. So cool, guys. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching us. Again, this is our beginnings. This is I'm still calling this a pilot because we're getting our topics together. We're getting our path where we're going to head with this podcast. The commitment that we'll have. Many podcasts ahead. I do see and foresee the opportunity of having guest speakers as well.
yep. I'm
Which, by
excited
the
about
way,
that.
Steve, I've talked already to a couple already, and we're good to go. We're just kind of waiting. We
Uh-huh.
got to position
Yeah,
things
we want to
right.
make sure we have all of our ducks in a row here too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So if this is your first time watching, then we will appreciate if you enjoy our conversation today. Just give us a like, and if you want to follow us, please do so. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, subscribe
Because
to the YouTube channel.
subscribe. There you
Eddie's
go.
going to have us on all the podcast platforms.
Yeah,
So
exactly. We are
whatever you
going to
like to listen
be
to, you
on.
should be able to find us there.
Yeah, you should. We are going to be on all the apps, podcast apps, so you can listen to us too. But of course, I know sometimes you like to watch us like the real person behind the mic.
Let's
So
see our smile. But it's Shift Gears Podcast. Is that how people are going to be able to find us easiest? Just Shift Gears Podcast?
actually, you're right. That's exactly it. It's just going
Okay,
to
good.
be Shift Gears Podcast. That's basic. Yeah. How'd you know that, dude? Like, did I tell you?
Oh, wait. See, I
You're
pay
just,
attention.
we're just there, right? Yeah, so it's gonna be Shift Gears podcast. Yeah, you'll find it there. You'll see it. You'll see it there. As a matter of fact, the image is ready to go. You won't miss it. It'll say Shift Gears. But
Yep.
once it's live, I will let everyone here know. You can go and sign up. We haven't gone live with that just yet. And
Mhm.
I feel like this one's gonna it might be the first one actually. So we're excited to get started. But I'll let you everybody know here. Otherwise, just make sure if you're watching us here on YouTube, subscribe, follow us, and you'll get to know. We'll give you hints of the special guests that we will have in the future,
Mhm.
and some other good stuff. We'll see what we can do. It's pretty exciting things.
Right. And Eddie, are you going to be sharing this on your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is gonna
I'd like to
be
at least share a link, through our
yeah.
business Facebook pages and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. You know what? That we should do that. Yeah, we should definitely share the link. We'll share the link right now. In the upcoming future too.
Okay.
Very very soon, we're actually going to have this podcast be live on all the other social media networks as well. So that's coming up. But all the technical stuff has to be prepared.
That's right.
All right,
we got to do the
everybody.
recording first, and
Yeah,
then
yeah. Right,
everything
right.
else will follow. Yeah.
Exactly. So awesome. Well, thank you so much again for watching us. Steve, any last words?
Nope. Just have a good week, everybody. And if you're watching this recording here, make sure you share it with your friends. You might know somebody that this might benefit as well. So share it with the people you care about, and go along with us on this journey of shifting gears.
There you go. The new traditional and digital business live. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week. Peace.
See you guys.